gargoyle and other constructs are marching toward this portal, you guys are going to need to get this portal closed with 4 successes before you have 3 failures. So, first off, I want an arcane check, and whoever does the arcane, you guys better get the best people on the job for these checks.
All right.
And also, do not forget, all of you have inspiration, so you can inspire your roll and have advantage on these rolls, because this is a very, very, very important skill challenge. If you succeed, you know what's going to happen. The portal's probably going to close. If you fail, do you really want that army of thousands of undead pouring through that portal? Do you really think you're up for that challenge? I don't know. So I think we should try to get 4 successes before 3 failures. So I have a nice standard DC set in mind. So the first thing I want is an arcanic check from Farland. I'm sure he's probably the most skilled in the arts of the arcane. So would you like to use your inspiration to roll your arcana skill check with advantage, Farland?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Okay, so we'll say that you told me that before you rolled 10 seconds, 20 seconds ago, and you can roll your arcana check again with advantage, and we'll take the best of these 2 rolls. I love how players just roll instantly.
What?
Okay, so with advantage you have a 19, so that is a success. And what you are able to determine as you're kind of scoping out these, this rear statue here, that these green clay tablets are the source of this necrotic power. Now, these things need to be taking out of these holders very gently. And what is that going to require? But the hands of a rogue. So, using your thieves' tools, Leopold, very important here. You need to mechanically get these tablets off of either of the 2 rear, the bottom, these 2 that I'm pinging. These 2 Orcus statues have hands out, holding tablets, these green glowing tablets in their hands. And from this tablet, it is producing that green necrotic energy beam that is going down to the rune. So, I'm sure you probably want to be inspired by your deity as well, correct, Leopold?
I don't have a deity anymore.
You want to be inspired somehow.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I start picturing the room, and I start picturing the trap, and I'm looking at it and all that, and I see what I got to do, and I see I got to take out the tablet. And since one of my personality traits is I'm always prepared for when something bad happens, I pull out my crowbar too, because I had that in my sack, which I thought was hilarious when you said I had to get that off of there. And I'm looking at it, and I'm picturing it in my mind, and I'm like, okay, if I undo this part here and undo that part there, I should be able to get this thing down from at least this one right in front of me.
Yeah. Okay. So you're inspired. Do you think back to your first times that you went out to, performing deeds of the shadows and other places like small general stores and item stores where you were lifting things. So this is basically a thieves' tool check to get this tablet from these prongs that are basically holding it down, and that is trapped to where if you don't do this ever so gently and delicately, things could go wrong. So give me your roll with advantage. Roll twice, and we'll take the highest of the rolls.
Am I in the right spot?
You're fine. You're adjacent to the statue. So let's see how you start to perform. Okay, so we're going to take the first roll, which is the first pair on the left, which is the 18 and a 28. That means that you crit because you had advantage, and that's clutch. So you get this green tablet, Pride, from the pedestal, from the little hands that are on the statue. So as this happens, ever so gently, you get this popped out, and this green beam of necrotic energy disappears. Now, when this happens, you're holding this clay piece of tablet in your hand. This clay tablet was glowing in your hands, but now is starting to dim and then fades to nothing. So, you still need to take care of this other tablet that's in the other statue to your left, over here. So, we're going to take the top and the bottom number of the first column, top and bottom. Those are going to be your two rolls. The other rolls I'll explain later when we get to it. So you need to deactivate this, but first we need someone else to do a skill check. So let's have Ren or Gimli Grim or Quillen. Let's see if you guys can use your perception or your insight to see if anything else is happening with the other statues to the north.
I'm +7 with perception.
Oh, I was +5 with my insight. But
Go for it, big guy.
yeah, go for it.
Perception roll, Dave.
Sure, sounds good. Do you want to be inspired, and do you want to take your roll with advantage?
What does the group think?
Definitely.
As this army of the Shadowfell is getting closer to the portal, they're only probably 100 yards away from the portal, and you can see that they're bearing banners and flags and skulls hanging off of the banners. They're coming for that portal.
All right, I'll use inspiration.
Okay. And don't be afraid to use your inspiration, because if you give me some good RP, I'm going to give you inspiration back. So you'll always be getting inspiration. Don't be like my other games and hoard it for the entire game and never use it in 7 months. So, okay. First perception check. That's successful. So, as you're kind of looking at these beams on the northern end there, Quellen, let me move you over here, bud, to get you over here. As you're looking at these two northern beams, you're able to determine that this energy, this necrotic energy, can be rerouted from the rune, possibly to the pool. So it just depends on where you would want to possibly reroute this energy. And to reroute this energy, because the energy is, like I told Ren earlier, it is in a sort of like a channel that's dug into the ground. So, how are we going to do that? Someone with some brute strength. And who would be the best for that?
Here I am.
So, exactly.
Hey, Gim, I might have something to help you with that if you need some brute strength.
I need all the help I can get.
I can bring your brother back.
That would inspire me. I think I love that.
Hey.
Oh, you make a tear to come to my eye.
I think you can use this crowbar a lot better than I need it, Gimli. Here, I throw him that crowbar I got in my bag.
All right.
Alright. So, what exactly do I need to do?
What you need to do, Gim, is reroute this energy. Yes. You need to reroute this necrotic energy.
Point it towards the blood.
Correct.
And okay.
You can
Here
point
I
it
go.
anywhere. You could put it. Now here's also the thing. You may want to, and Farland's looking at you. He's like, ow, Gimli, you may want to take care of this portal. I don't know how you're, but this beam over here kind of counteracts the other one. So, and part of your arcane check that from your advantage that you had, you need to take care of these in pairs opposite of one another, because it would lead to bad things if you didn't do that. Sure, it would probably close the portal, but it would probably also kill you from the explosion of the portal. So that's what you're able to. And I should have told you this a couple minutes ago, Farland. So Gim, you're going to have to reroute this somewhere else. You can reroute it to the drain, but this necrotic energy, the tablet cannot come out of the hands of this thing, not yet. It's sort of like a positive and a negative.
Okay, I'm gonna reroute it.
Okay, Gim, so where are you at, Gim? Gim, you're over there, so we'll say you come over here as the gnome tells you to reroute it somewhere else, reroute it into the drain, wherever. But you just have to reroute it away from the rune. So give me an athletics check.
First of all, I'm going to use second wind to get some healing, so I have my strength.
I would like that, Gim. So go ahead and give me your 1d10 plus your level. So it would be a 1d10 plus 3. I like skill challenges. It's cool to do stuff like this. Plus, I think the players like it. All right, Gim. So you get back 8. I'm gonna put your character back above a weakened condition also. So Gim, you've kind of healed yourself from your injuries a little bit. Let's see what you do with your athletics check as you channel this. You kind of force the necrotic energy over to the drain as you chisel out in the floor really quickly. Let's see what your strength check, and I suppose you're going to use inspiration also.
Yes, sir.
All right, give me 2 athletics checks, and you can take the best roll. I've only got DC 10s. They'll go up though as they level, because I want things more. There will be more, more complex. This is just a very simple one. This is just to introduce them into skill challenges. Even though skill challenges aren't in 5e, I am making them be in 5e. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, Gim.
Oh no.
Gim, as you are, you basically are working so feverishly, Gim. You're working and working and working, and you trip, and necrotic energy zaps you for some damage. I'm going to give you some damage, Gim. Oh, wow. Well, Gim, you're only going to take 2d6. You only took 3 necrotic damage. So you have basically 2 successes and a failure. So, we have anyone else that would like to try to, use some type of strength to channel one of these statues to a new point to where the necrotic energy flows, or does someone want to take this other statue and basically try to get the tablet that is creating this energy out of the hands of the Orcus statue? We haven't had a check from Quellen yet, so Quellen,
I'll try and reroute it.
Okay, so you want to do a strength check, right? You want to, if you want to, you're going to have to help Gim. So you can just pick up where Gim left off, and you kind of say, Gim, just take a breather or something, and you I suppose you're also going to use inspiration.
Correct.
Okay.
Well, get over here.
I love it. All right, so let's see what happens. Do you get the rest of this small channel, gorged into the floor? And you can get this necrotic energy rerouted into that grate. Yes, Zabacher, I do. It is in the rules. You can inspire other people. All right,
Yikes.
so give me one more. Oh my goodness, all these crit misses. Give me another roll because we have inspiration. Oh my goodness. We'll say that
Him looking good.
at the last moment, Gimli comes over and assists you and helps you get the power rerouted. Well, the necrotic energy rerouted to the great. We'll say that he helped you out. Man, your attack rolls were so solid. I thought that you would have no problem, even with an advantage. But Gimli
I gave him
Grim,
my best shot.
with the help of Quillen and then Gimli Grim coming in there at the last second, helps get that power basically rerouted. So now there are two connecting, basically two beams of this necrotic energy left, and now that you can tell that the power of this this rune in the middle of the floor, it is really starting to die down. Each one of these beams that is getting disconnected from the rune, it's starting to lower the intensity of the flames coming up. And these flames are not hurting you when you walk into them. And you also notice that the portal itself is also starting to kind of twitch and phase in and out and become cloudy for a second. So I think everybody's had a chance to do. Ren, what would you like to do? Ren, would you like to use your what would you like to use? Insight or?
I'd like to use my insight. And then, I have a prayer, so in order to receive this insight, so I get down on one knee and I bring my face into my hands as I pray, like this.
What are you doing? I mean, what are you praying about? Just to get this shit over with, or what?
As I praise be, Raven Queen, bless me with the strength to conquer your foes. I was blessed to be taken into your care and bestowed with the knowledge of guiding the dead into your arms. Mother Queen, help me and my friends close this wretched portal without Orcus from destroying the world of men, of which you have originated. Orcus, your sworn enemy is mine, and I will do your bidding to destroy
Oh my gosh.
any inkling
I
of
love
these poor
it.
souls of whom worship him, and send them into
I
the
did
warmth
cut
of
him a
your
break
breast.
pain guy. I love it. Give me advantage on that roll.
Amen.
I like it. Hallelujah, sister. So as you get down on your knees and you're talking to your deity, your insight, all of a sudden something rings and your deity tells you back. Let me type you this actually so you can alert the party. So I like to send messages also.
I think we're good to go.
I love it. Nice. Raising intensifies.
Friends, we need to shut down one more source of energy and break the last statue. If we can do this, we can close the portal.
And now, this army as the portal starts to clear up again, you can see that just a mere 20 to 30 yards away, the front line of this skeletal and zombie, gargoyle and golem army is getting close to the portal. So, Leopold, you ready to be clutch again, bud? You ready to take care of that? Get that other tablet out of there?
Again, doing the whole, okay, this is what I did, I undid these, this is what I did, okay, we got this.
I'm also going to give you inspiration. I'm going to give you inspiration on this, so...
Okay. And like I said, going through the steps, popping these, gotta do this, using those thieves' tools. Always got a plan for stuff, so you go ahead and roll. So, YOLO.
Give me some thieves' tools, bud. You get the tablet. You pry it ever so gently, and this third beam, well, the second beam from the second bottom statue, dissipates. The tablet in your hand, glowing green, dissipates after a couple seconds.
And I take it.
So now the portal is really starting to flash, and smoke is starting to billow up, not only out of the rune, but from the pool of blood as well. And now you can see this massive whirlpool of blood that's just really sloshing around and, starting to splatter a little bit of blood on everyone. So this last Orcus statue is up. Ren, what did you say?
That we must shut down one more source of energy and then break the last statue.
Sounds like a plan to me. Why not?
I think Gim's ready to do a reaping strike on that last statue. I'm sure everybody probably, runs over and smashes it. And we'll say that you guys hit your 4 successes, and the last beam of necrotic energy goes out, basically taking care of the other one also and getting rid of it. As this happens, the rune basically fades. The necrotic energy from the green rune fades. There is a beautiful white aura now on the ground. The portal behind you starts to... Actually, the whole chamber starts to shake a little bit, and then the entire portal collapses into a pile of rubble. The Orcus statues, they also crumble, turn into dust. There's just piles of dust on the ground now. And then this white portal fades into nothing. Disappears. So there you go, guys. Yeah. So that's how skill challenges. Even though I was a little bit,
lenient,
a little bit lenient on that, on a couple of those rolls. That's how the skill challenges are going to work. So I think the skill challenges were a great part of 4th edition, and you can use them just as easy in 5th edition. And it promotes roleplay, and that's what I want. So there you go, guys. You guys get you guys get that portal closed. Kalarel is dead. What do you guys think? You guys are here in this massive empty chamber now. The blood starts to drain into this, it looks like the blood is going in reverse now and coming back out of the grates and then swirling in the pool, and then the big pool of blood just disappears, making sort of like a toilet bowl swishing sound at the end, and where the rest of the blood goes down, and that's it. So what do you guys think?
Definitely interesting.
Yeah, I don't think this is over with yet. Can I get back my crowbar?
Yeah, here it is.
So what's up with this blue thing on the ground, guys?
No, there's nothing on the ground anymore. Everything. I just can't take this off of the map. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there's nothing on the ground.
Oh.
All of the corpses, they just basically turn into ash.
Oh, you know what? Nobody's ever checked on a ranger fellow. Is he okay? He ain't dead, is
No,
he?
he's fine. He was just kind of sitting there just watching. He was impressed.
Dave, I'd like to go back over and check out that altar.
Sure. I'd love for you to check out the altar. So if you want to give it a once-over, give me an investigation check. So that you're actually searching for something, searching for clues. Kind of far away from the altar, though. You are about 100 feet away, so...
Yeah, I'll move over there.
Alright, so you see the rangers start to, move over to the altar. Gim, you have this scroll case also, bud.
I gave it to Ren.
Yep, he gave it to me earlier.
Okay.
I break open the scroll case. What's in it?
All right. There is a piece of parchment. And sort of like you are familiar with the writing. Remember several months back you got a handout that was to Kalarel from a certain chief cross-blood reaver. Do you remember that as you
Yes.
got that? Well, here is another add-out, and this is what it says. You can do with it as you wish.
Friends, before Kalarel was taken from us, Gimli Grim was able to snatch up this scroll, and it reads, Kalarel, I received your shipment of slaves and truly appreciate your efforts to accommodate the needs of not only myself, but of my other business partners here in the Thunderspire. Payment is in the coffer with an added bonus because of the speedy effort you showed us. We will be waiting for the next shipment soon, and will send your next payments as soon as possible. The Drugar especially enjoyed the dwarves and want more. Chief Kramer Blood Reaver.
We'll call him Kramer Blood Reaver. That's cool. Sort of like we called Voltron. Remember Voltron over in Winterhaven? We were calling him Voltron by the end. Sure, we'll just call him Chief Kramer.
Where's this coffer at?
I don't know. But you see the ranger going over to the altar. And he
Look
starts
for
to
a
look
coffer.
around. So give me an investigation check, Quillen.
I yell at him, look for a coffer. As I look around myself.
Alright, so Quillen, you're giving this thing a good once-over, and on the back of this altar, you find a small compartment, and you open up the compartment, and there is a small chest.
Where's our skillful, dexterous friend at?
Oh, I was about to start having a conversation with our other ranger, our NPC ranger. Go up to him,
Also,
shake his hand.
let me here's the other one that we had too. Let me show you this one again, Ren. There you go. There's the original one.
Grand.
We'll call him Kramer, though. It was, greetings, Kalarel. I have recently learned of your activity in the area. And this was several months back. So they've already had some type of dealings going on since this first piece of parchment that you had found here in the Shadowfell. So Kalarel actually accommodated his needs. Where did these captured slaves come from? I have no clue. You're gonna have to find that out. But Kalarel did have some dealings with this Chief Kramer Blood Reaver. So
Where did the slaves go? That's what I'm asking.
they went to Thunderspire Mountain.
Ah.
Oh, they're probably mining.
This
Where those
I'll tell my
Dugars are.
brothers. My brothers will surely want to know this.
So Quillen, you have this small chest. Weighs probably about 20 pounds. Pretty nice, hefty little chest.
I'm not very skilled at looking out tricks and traps and stuff like that, but I'll take a look at it and see if I can find anything that might be dangerous or...
Sure, give me perception. Doesn't look trap. I mean, just from what your knowledge is, you're kind of poking. You're looking around. It doesn't look like it's trapped. Doesn't look. I mean, you know that small chests can be trapped, but you don't think that this one is trapped. Although, I mean, Leopold could probably take a look at it for you too.
That would
But
probably
that
be
just
a good
depends
idea.
on what you would want to do. And